Continuing my rewatch of Star Wars, I'm at Attack of the Clones right now. This was a big movie. It's 2 hours, 22 minutes long. This was huge and a pivotal moment in the Star Wars franchise. Now, like I said, I am focusing on the positives. I'm not going with the negatives or the dislikes. That's not what this is about. I want to look at the positive moments for me in each of these films. Obi-Wan Kenobi continues to be amazing. We get to see that dynamic with him and Anakin, kind of that father-son, brother, love-hate relationship. It's not that they hate each other, but you can see that Anakin's power, Anakin's dark side moments are coming through. And what I mean by that is the things that kind of lead him to the dark side. His arrogance continues to elevate as well as his talent and powers within the Jedi. We also see him struggle with the loss of his mother, both mentally and physically. We know that that has haunted him since he left Tatooine. We try to see Obi-Wan correct him, but Anakin's brash decision-making and his anger ultimately is one of his biggest weaknesses that leads him to the dark side. And I thought they did a good job showing that. We also got to see them fall in love, Padme and Anakin. We see that love. We see that kind of developing, and finally, as they hide and get married, we realize that this is the downfall. It's coming. One of the coolest things I thought was having Christopher Lee as Count Dooku. I mean, what a great character overall, and I was super happy that we got to see more of him with Star Wars Tales of the Jedi, and the little bit we saw of him in the next movie, Revenge of the Sith. We got to finally talk about the Clone Wars even more, how they became into picture, how they were developed, how it was just another big plan by Palpatine. So I really enjoyed that. There were some really cool action sequences with starships and different fighters. We got to see Jango Fett, the father of Boba, and how he was responsible for essentially all those clones. And we had one of the coolest sounds ever since the lightsaber sound with the seismic charges dropping from Slave One. I mean, this movie really did have a lot. And yeah, you could sit there and look at some of the cringe moments or some of the dialogue or things that didn't work. But overall, this was a pretty intense moment in the Star Wars franchise. I mean, for God's sakes, Mace Windu beheaded Jango Fett. Probably the coolest thing that Mace Windu has done, because I'm not a Windu fan. Matter of fact, I think he's kind of a jerk. What did you guys think? What was your highlight of Attack of the Clones?